on today, Alex. Thank you for joining me, everyone. This is Alex Vaughn. But I'm gonna let her introduce herself. So on today, who is Alex? Let us know who you are. How are you doing?
Well, my name is Alex Vaughn. I'm a singer, songwriter, pianist, producer-ish, serial thrifter, awkward person, very upbeat, and always wants to inspire others in any way, shape, or form, whether it's music, whether it's just interactions, or it's not that it's like, oh yeah, I need to make sure this person inspired today, but it's like, I just want to
be a light.
Right.
Yes.
No matter where I go. I aim to be a beam of light.
Yes, I can relate with that. And I feel like you do. I'm sure people will see, but okay. So with like everything going on, just kind of how is your soul prospering? Like, where are you finding your like pockets of joy?
Definitely in prayer, meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna go too hard on meditation because I just started.
But still.
Just talking to my friends, just keeping myself uplifted, just reminding myself of the things that, do make me happy, the things that we usually take for granted, like when it's a beautiful day outside.
Uh-huh.
And of course, creation is like something that's been keeping me calm. I've been kind of weird, and usually that's when I feel most inclined to write.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps me kind of get my point across, because sometimes I'm not the most articulate, when I'm just talking.
Yeah. When you say weird, do you just mean like, what do you mean by weird? Like, expand on that. Do you just mean different, or what's weird?
Yeah, I just been going through like different phases of this entire quarantine, from us just not being at work, to, these killings and, all this on in the world. And then I got like really like low and almost shut down, and uninspired. But I want to help. I always want to be able to give something somehow. And I know that I can't contribute the way that I want if I'm too low. You know what I'm saying? So I have to figure out how to get myself back up and find joy in things that have always brought me joy, and music is obviously on the top of that list, family.
Yeah.
And then it started getting kind of all right. So now like, I'm still just as passionate about what's going on outside, because I'm Black, you know what I'm saying? I can't escape that. But I'm learning how to not let it like take everything out of me, so I can still have strength to fight and still have strength to like sleep and strength to, smile throughout the day and still do my nails.
I like them. So like, I follow you. If you guys are watching, if you don't follow her, we'll shout her out, her handles. But I've seen you, like, just speaking on that, I've seen you do like going on like little vacations and stuff like that. I feel like, did that kind of help bring you out of kind of unplug?
Yeah. That did help me a lot. That trip was planned months ago for another location, but obviously due to COVID, it didn't happen. And we all agreed we still needed to get away, so we found an Airbnb in a different spot, just transferred the credits, and I almost didn't go. I felt kind of uncomfortable leaving because of everything that was going on.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I'm leaving my people, right? I'm just like, I need to be out here protesting. There was a PG protest that Friday. I was like, okay, Alex, first of all, you need to go because you want to get some sun. And two, you're not leaving. You're not leaving anybody. You're just going out of town. And it was the perfect, just like pause. Like, we didn't leave the house. Like, we just stayed there and just enjoy the air and just calmness, no noise. Just hear your thoughts. It was perfect. And I came back feeling so refreshed. It was what I needed to do. It was the perfect kickstart.
I think everyone, I was just talking to this with like different family members. Yeah. Because this, for one, is vacation season. COVID came, and then with everything going on, I feel like it's very important to just kind of get out of the spaces you're stuck in, and then come back. So before we get to what you're doing, like currently, can you like define what I would call, and I think you on your like YouTube channel, you've called it like the AV twist. Like, just define your sound, express what feel good music means to the audience. Like, what does Alex sound?
I try to figure out how to explain this better every time to myself.
Let's see what you got today.
Feel good R&B is just a feel, like, and that sounds dumb, it's a feel, but it's just like that nice summer day. It's not too hot. The sun's beaming on you just enough. You got on a nice little outfit, just some shorts, like something breathable, comfortable. My personal preference is like a sneaker or like a slide-on sandal. Some people like wearing a little mule, a little heel. I don't know what your vibe is.
I'm everywhere. It depends on the day.
So you just wearing something breathable. You took a nice shower. You still smell like soap a little bit. You're moisturized. You got your little drinker sunglasses on. Like, there's just, you're at a cookout. Your friends are around, your loved ones. Like, that vibe right there. During the day, it's daytime. It's daytime. That vibe right there, that is feel good. Like, it just wants to be warm, comfortable, but you just want to groove and bob. It just feels good. Like, it tastes good. It tastes like some tangy barbecue sauce or something.
No, yes.
I just wanted to bring you to a place. Like, that's what I want my music to do. That's what feel good's supposed to do. I
you definitely
it.
just
made me hungry talking about it. What'd you say?
I was like, you definitely just painted a whole picture, a whole vibe. So I get it. I hope you guys get it. So you just want people to feel good, and it's kind of like you want to take them in like a place, good space.
Yeah,
music. So okay, we know your sound. Well, we know the vibe, right? So I did a little bit of research, and I saw that you were classically trained. You went to school and everything, but I want to talk about just like that journey, I guess, starting there, and then the moment you decided, you were like, no, this isn't for me, I need to go do what you're doing now.
Okay, well, I've always wanted to sing. I've always loved to sing, always been, drawn to piano music. So, obviously elementary school, middle school, I was in choirs, doing solos, whatever. And then when I went to middle school, it was kind of more classically driven. Okay. It's not that focused because it's middle school, but it's very clearly more classically driven. And then it was suggested that I audition for student high school.
Okay.
Shout out. Performing arts program. And I got accepted into the program, and that was conservatory style completely. So we had private voice lessons where we learned to sing in French, Italian, German, competitions, operas, the whole nine.
The whole jazz, okay.
Yeah, and so just off the strength of me being young and learning something new with my voice and something that I am kind of good at, I'm saying different languages, complex, you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it, and I still love it. And then for college, that process is similar. You have to audition for schools. I got a full scholarship to University of Hartford in Connecticut. And I was happy, but I didn't really want to spend my time doing classical music. I knew I didn't want to put 4 years into it. Yeah. Well, it was fun. I'm glad I knew it. I actually didn't even want to go to school when I graduated high school. But, I was also a minor. So my parents were like, yeah, LOL, you're going.
And then you got the full ride. So it was like,
right, Alex, stop playing, you're going. So I did go for like a year and some change, and it just kind of canceled itself out.
Okay. So from that moment when you got back here, was it, I hate to phrase it this way, was it like smooth sailing? Because I feel like it wasn't, and that's why I want you to talk about it. But how was it like coming back during that moment? When
I came back from school, nobody was a fan. My parents were not dealing with me too much. They were very pissed off. It was okay, because one thing I do love about myself is that it's how I feel, and I'm at peace with it. You can't. That's just what it is. Yeah. So I was like, well, you just be mad then. I'm gonna be home. I had a really trashy job. Not trashy, like,
but still
frowned upon. It was just a shitty job. Shitty job, making no money. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I'm not at school and I'm not going back.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sing. And I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Some stuff didn't happen, but my parents kind of hated the fact that I was so stubborn, but also liked the fact that I was so sure. I was just like set on what I wanted. And my mom even said to me once, she was like, Alex, even though we're not too happy with you, like, I can tell you're a lot happier. Like, because I was not happy in school.
Right.
And then I told them I was going to work on a project. Didn't have a car. Now we're like in 2015, because I left like the top of 2014.
Okay.
And then 2015, I started on a project. and I was just making the way. I didn't have a car, didn't really have that much access to stuff. And they were like, okay, Alex is serious. And then they just started on board. But it definitely took time.
It took time. What was the first project you worked on?
First project, it was called the 4 p.m. Mix.
Yeah.
And I dropped it in 2015 with Foots and Coles. It was the three of us. Foots is the drummer.
Okay.
Dreadlocks. And then Coles is the man on the keys and the key bass. So they're like a performance and production duo.
Okay.
So all the
I always
music
see Foots. I see Foots. I always see him. But okay. Thank you for describing.
Yeah, they're definitely, they're similar but different personalities. I'd say Foots is definitely the more outgoing person. And then Coles is also outgoing, but he's definitely more quiet and he ain't gonna say, hey, it's me. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel like I go back and forth throughout the days. Depends how I'm feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Out there, I'm not.
Me every 30 minutes. I don't know who I am. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so I wanted to talk about, before I get into certain songs and videos that I adore by you, I know I attended your going away party, the shift party to go to LA. So I just kind of wanted to touch on your journey with that. So like from LA back to the DMV, can you just talk about your journey and how that was and what brought you back to the DMV?
So it was just like an opportunity presented itself for me to live in LA, not like a record deal or anything. But it was just an opportunity to live in LA.
Right.
And,
so you took
with someone I trusted, I was like, hell yes. So when everything came through, it was kind of like a 30-day window. My publicist actually, she and I were talking about it. She said, if this pulls through, then, you should come out there. And I was like, yeah, I said, when? And I will. And then it happened. So it was like, it was no like game plan, honestly. It was just like, I want to go. Duh. And I enjoyed living out there. It was really necessary. Like, it's a total change in climate, both literally and figuratively. In California, like, the people move different. Like, the relationships of people are different. Just the vibe is different. And I like adjusting to different things. The food is different, so that was cool. It was a lot of learning curves. I wasn't taking like a lot of L's. It was a lot of learning curves for sure. You want to give it a try. Like, I'm going to just go out there and be an artist and I'm not going to work or do Postmates, whatever. But it's just like, no, you got bills and gas is expensive out here. No, but I was creating. I met lots of really, really, really crazy talented people. Made connections. But I started getting sick. I don't know. But I got diagnosed with this thing called like gastritis.
Okay.
And it's like when the inside of your stomach is just like fucked up.
I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't, you can speak.
Yeah, it's like gut stuff. It's nothing like fatal. It's not like, I gotta go to therapy every couple of weeks or nothing, but it's some bullshit. I wasn't really able to create.
Okay.
And I wasn't able to work as much as I wanted to. And then on top of it, there were some family things going on at home.
Okay.
And my grandmother needed someone to kind of stay with her. So
you tie all that together.
Yeah, I really was fighting coming back home. I really was, but it all worked out for the better.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so happy to be back.
And then I'm like, it'll work out again if you want to go back.
Exactly. And it wasn't like, me in my own world, I was mad when I got back home. But I knew that it was going to work itself out. Like, I knew this can't be all bad. It can only get better.
Right.
And I can go wherever I want. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not limited to just going anywhere because I live here. Like, I'd rather be home anyway. I'm more comfortable at home.
Right.
I can travel.
Exactly. I think that's a good point. And for people out there, or even if you're talking to yourself one day, you're in your head, right? How do you usually find your faith? So you can talk about God, or just how do you bring yourself out of those moments where you do get caught up and you're just like, but then you find yourself like, I can do this.
I think I know when I start to get riled up. Like, I feel tighter maybe, or I feel tighter, or I can't say anything in a complete, oh no.
You're back. Oh, I don't know how.
Ooh. I can't say anything in a complete sentence. Like, I just feel real
You're not loose.
Like, you're
Not
anxious. I just can't function. So I have to like calm myself down. Like, even if it means I just sit back and be silent for a little bit, get my breathing back in order. I feel like praying is kind of like that medicine to like get my blood pressure back down. It's just like,
Great. Yeah.
amen.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's like I almost get a brain freeze, and then it's just like, all right. It feels like a brain freeze.
Mm-hmm.
I have to always, because first of all, I can be very mean to myself.
Yeah.
That's one. So I have to like be my referee as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And be my counselor and then be my fighter. So it's just like, we're going to get through this. I don't ever let myself just sit in it. You know, I have to figure a way out.
I think that's really important because a lot of, I mean, I do it. You just say you did it, but I know some people that can just sit and I'm just like, what is that?
Yeah. It be like that sometimes. Yeah. But it's like, we got to get up.
Exactly.
We're too cool for this.
So you mentioned praying, meditation, but you like to dance, it seems like. Like you like to get up and move.
I love to move.
Well, I don't know about everybody that follows you, but me, I'm observant. So I'm like, you're always dancing and stuff. And I love it because that's me. Like there's a meme out there. I'll have to like share it later, but it's just like a girl that's sweating, right? She's just like literally sweating. It's like me after I just spent 30 minutes dancing in my bedroom. Like that's me every day. And I notice like you'll pop up and be dancing. So I'm like, I feel like movement also.
Yes.
Just gets you up and going.
Yes, I love to dance. I love to move. Not like off some Chris Brown, give me that ass dancing, but I love to move. It just feels good, like it's active. You just feel free and relaxed. Mm-hmm. And I had to make sure that with this next batch of music, like it has to be shit I can dance and move to. I need it.
I need that. Already you're doing feel good music. So you could be like feeling right, but you add in the aspect of dancing.
I can't wait to put this stuff out. I can't wait to be moving. I can't wait to perform whenever 2040 when we're able to perform again. I can't wait. Hopefully I still got good bones.
You're gonna be good. Just keep moving, keep practicing, you'll be good. Just talking about that, like, did you have anything? Well, COVID came and it kind of disrupted everything. No, not even kind of. It did. It disrupted a lot. But being a musician, you know, performances, not just like studio practices, but performances. Like, did you have anything that you had planned that was just legit canceled?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
so can you speak to just like how you were dealing with that aspect with your craft and like how you're gonna move forward, I guess?
Man, I had hella plans. 2020 was supposed to be so fun. Mm-hmm. It was gonna be so fun. I was ready. My shoes was tied, suitcase packed. I was ready to go.
Yeah, and then
waiting at the door. No, but I just, what can I do? You know, it's just like open up right now. Like there's nothing I can do. You know, so it's just like, damn. All right, well, it's okay. I always want to find an upside in situations. So it's like, all right, well, this is more time to do this, more time to do that. Not working anymore, more time to do this.
Exactly.
More time to sit still. It's not even like I was like super productive out the gate. Like I kind of didn't know what was going on for a little bit.
Right. So it's like,
yeah. But there's been a silver lining throughout the entire process.
I'm glad you spoke on that. Yeah.
Yeah, like lots of us have finally had time to like sit still with our thoughts. Mm-hmm. We had time to do more research and read. Yeah. We know we can lean on each other. Like we're just like finding more things. We're like picking through problems. We're uniting. You know, it's little linings. It's little thin linings. Nigga, we're getting paid. People on unemployment. We got working. We're getting paid, not working.
Right. No, exactly.
You know, so like literally like we're all on the same playing field now. Yeah. And in these times where everything is stripped and now stuff starting to open back up, you can really put time into what you value most. You know, some people got jobs, which is not bad, you know, because they want money. You know, some people started businesses. Some people, you know, I'm learning guitar. Like,
I did see that. I did see that too.
Yeah, just people are putting more time into what they value. And when things open back up completely, like you'll have all this you've had no reason not to, do what you wanted to do.
Exactly. So
like I was kind of spiraling in that statement, but I hope I landed.
You did. It's clear. No, it's very clear. I think that's really important. Like you touched on the research, planning, learning new things, starting new things. So when it's all over, that's why I'm just like, for me, and then everyone I've talked to, whether it's in this interview series or just a creative, they're like, I hate to say it, but COVID's been kind of, COVID's been kind of good. Like for me personally, and I feel the same. So yeah, I think a lot of us, especially being a creative, everyone's like, I need to do this next. I need to do this next. I need to do this. Well, now it's just kind of like, what can you do in your space? So that's cool. And for you to, what prompted the guitar? Because I know you spoke on, right? You spoke on playing the piano. Yeah, being a piano.
Yeah, I play piano.
Mm-hmm. So what brought on the guitar? Did you always want to do that, or were you just like?
I just feel like lots of songs that I like and lots of songs that I've listened to growing up, they all had guitar, and these instruments, they just have completely different feels, and I need to be able to do that myself. Like, I'm not gonna wait on somebody else to give me chords, because lots of the songs that I have on piano, they were originally on guitar, but I can't play it. So a friend that would be with me, I would just call out the chord progressions and the groove. It's like I'm playing with no hands. Right. I just need to learn myself. And might I say, playing the guitar is an irritating instrument. Oh my gosh.
Why do you say that? Like,
I couldn't even get long nails this time. For the sake of learning guitar, I said I got to get a manicure. But it's tight. Like, I just wanted to learn something different. I want to be able to play multiple instruments. I want to learn bass next, and I want to learn drums.
So you want to keep going out, and you're
starting. I want to be able to do all of it. Why not? I got time.
You got time, and I think just what you just spoke on, like not waiting on someone. So that leads into my next question. Just how has your journey been, like working with different producers, musicians that play instruments?
Well, being a woman in music, you're always going to be faced with challenges just because you're a woman and you're beautiful. You don't know what people's intentions are. You don't know people's motives, or just when you're talented, people's just, they just want to be part of that, or they want to, they just want to be part of that. They just want to tag along to it. And no.
So it's funny you say that, because I have a question here. I was on your YouTube and I was looking at certain comments, and it was like, I noticed certain people going like, oh, hit me up, I can do this, or I want to do this for you. How do you manage filtering like who's really to help you progress, or like they can offer something, versus those who just want to be a part of the wave?
Well, usually there's fine print. Like I'll say, for inquiries, email me or something, or send beats. Do this.
About it.
Not saying that I'm a completely like W because you commented instead of sending a message, but there are instructions. But I'm always open, and I'll listen. But for some reason, like those beats they sound like they're almost like they just send it in an email blast. That's what it feels like. That's what they sound like. And also, I'm kind of the type of artist that wants to work with people who are hands-on, who like me to be hands-on, because I want my stuff to be, well cooked. I don't want it to just be like some packaged dinner. You know what I'm saying? So, but I listen. Of course, when they do go to the email, I just listen to them. If I like it, I say something. If I don't like it, I don't say nothing.
Gotcha. No, I feel that. And then on the male tip, because I do want to hear your journey, like what's it like being the female artist in spaces with men in the music industry for you? What has it been like?
Well, I'm a very comfortable person. I'm comfortable with myself. In awkward situations, I don't get tense. I kind of get more awkward. But it always works to my advantage. It always works to an advantage. Not all guys are like, just princes, but I can navigate. And also I have an awesome team who don't let shit even go there. Shout out to DJ Money.
Good.
And Lena. Like, they're just they're like parents, but not parents. They're like my older siblings, but they make sure shit doesn't go left. And also I make it clear with the way that I carry myself that it's not given that. Like, you know, that's not going to fly here. You can try it. I understand people trying shit to see what they can get away with, but when you realize that you cannot, then you know, we can continue to work or not. I'm not going to lose an ounce of sleep.
How did you, just speaking of Lena, and you said DJ Money, right? How did you, what is your connection to them? How did that team form? Because it's really good. I feel like as a musician, I talk to other ones, you need a good team for. No, go ahead. Like,
no, my bad.
No,
I was just saying, you need people you can trust. You need people that you feel comfortable with. And it's one of those when you know. I met them both in 2017. And it was actually through somebody else who I'm not really that associated with anymore. And when I met Money, it was through one of my friends. He was in town with an artist. And he wanted me to visit, come through. And the club they were at was by my job at the time. So I just went. And I met him at the club, and you know, just meet somebody at the club, music connection. It just was just like, oh, hi, how you doing? Also, I just got off work, so it was just like a combination of like, Alex, be in artist mode, but also like how trustworthy are meeting niggas in the club.
You're right.
So I was kind of like
skeptical. You're like
skeptical. We exchanged information. He kept trying to link. I was trying to get the scoop on him. I couldn't really find anything. Like, oh no, yeah, he's cool people. And me and the person that I was working with at the time, we went to a studio session because he invited me. And when we met and linked and just worked, I was like, oh my God, I love this guy. Like, he's the bomb. Like, oh my God.
You're like, I did all this research. I just needed to like work with him.
Yeah. We linked up. I was like, oh my gosh, like it was crazy. Like, it's been a vibe ever since. And then with Lena, like this same person, it was crazy. The same person, you know, he was, like I said, we were working together, and he, I think, was just starting to work with her, trying to work with her.
Okay.
And so I met her through him, and then she and I started working. It was actually just kind of regular. She's very nonchalant, like I am. Like, yeah, well, yeah, do this, and yeah, that's good. Maybe something different.
Okay.
So we kind of just clicked off of the strength of us being very similar. And then as time went by, and me and the other person, and the guy I used to work with, parted ways, she and I just like started getting closer. She's older than me. She's still young, but she's older than me, and she just has just more guidance, and she's just more put together, and I just admire that about her. And she's just she just is the more organized. If I was organized, more organized, that would be me.
Okay. It sounds like a perfect fit. And even just talking to her, I was like, oh, thank you, Lena, for setting this up. I'm like, so good to hear.
She's like an older sister, mentor, publicist, guard. Not like guard, like just like, I'm not letting anything happen to the village, you know? And so because of them, like, I can move pretty freely.
Yeah.
Because I know that they got me, and then I got them, and I got me as well.
You need that. I'm sitting here like, good. Because I don't know, I meet certain people where they don't have a team, where they're on the journey to find their team still. And I'm just like, that can be a thing. But you're here.
Yeah. I talk to lots of my artist friends and a lot of my creative friends, and they're just like, yo, I just need a team. I wish I had someone I could bounce ideas to. And I'm like, wow, like I'm super blessed, because I don't know how we stuck. It's been 3 years now. Like, I don't know how we are here. I guess this is how people in relationships are. Like, I don't know. It's just been 3 years. I don't know. Just
exactly. Because, okay, do you remember, like, before they came about, like, before your team was formed, how was it, like, trying to go about things, whether it was an interview or just working with other people?
I was just really young, honestly. It wasn't even like I was at a deficit before them. It came at perfect timing. Like, 2015, I dropped that project. It was the end of 2015. In 2016, I got scouted to be on The Voice. So all of 2016, I was pretty consumed with that. Of course, I got rain checked the day of, like, all the teams got filled, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, okay.
It was okay. But, you know, because of the contracts and stuff, I wasn't really able to push my second project. My first project. And came home from all that and just started, like, doing light performances. And that was just, all right, I'll do the show, free, $100 deal. You know, I just want to sing. I just want to sing.
Yeah.
I got a product that dropped damn near a year ago. I just want to sing it. And then the top of 2016, I dropped a single, Good Morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I think that's when things started to kickstart. I think Good Morning started to kickstart. And then people just started to come and go. And then some people started to stick. And then just kind of how it happened. But, just because lots of people who were on the shows were people that I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Or, we just are all learning. So it was just kind of a more comfortable vibe, even though it might have been not as organized. Stuff was getting done, but then it just started getting tighter.
Yep.
When I started locking in with my team.
Right. No, that makes perfect sense. So, like, just speaking of working with other people, I've seen you perform at Oktoberfest with the Schmoods. How did you, meet them? How did that come about?
I think they just reached out.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we knew each other prior, but I was like, that's dope. And, me having a classical background, I can always appreciate and admire
perfect fit.
that. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, I'd love to.
No, that makes now that I'm thinking about it, classical background, what they do, perfect. That's a perfect fit for something you would do.
The hip hop orchestra, of course. That sounds fire.
So before I even talk about your newest single, Burn, or Needs, I want to talk about that video. I wanted to ask, what's been your favorite, whether you want to talk about a project or you want to talk about a single. If you had to pick one, it could be. Actually, I want to ask, what's been your favorite single? And then what's been your favorite music video to work on? So 2 separate ones. It could be the same. Yeah, of yours. It could be the same song, but I wanted to split it up in case you had a different one.
Okay, I think I'll say my favorite. I don't have too many videos out, but my favorite video that I did probably, I love both of them. I'm going to say Needs.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say Needs because I was very uncomfortable doing it.
So it's funny. We'll talk about that more, but that's interesting to hear.
I'd say Needs because I was very uncomfortable doing it. And I'll say my favorite single I've done, I love Good Morning, but I guess I'll say I'm gonna say Good Morning.
Okay.
Good Morning or Burn.
Good Morning or Burn. Okay. And so real quick before we go into Needs, I know you were feeling low, right, during this time. At a certain point, you got yourself out of that space, and we have Burn now. How did that song come about? What space, where was your mental, while writing it, while coming out with it?
Oh, I was on E. I was on E. These times, the deaths back to back, it was just wow, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I can do. There's nothing I can do. I just started to feel very defenseless, very just weak. And I was in the bed and I just started writing.
Okay.
I started writing the lyrics. I don't know how. I just kind of go on airplane mode and just start.
You had to release.
I just released. It's just word vomit. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I had that melody with those keys. I made it randomly one time and I never had lyrics to it. Or I tried lots of lyrics to it. It didn't work. And I just came on the piano and I just sung it. Mm-hmm. And usually when I make songs, it's not really oh, I'm gonna make a song and I'm gonna put it out. It's just oh, I'm making a song right now. Because I don't know when that inspiration comes, it just comes. And I'm ready. It's there. So I started playing it, trying to work through it. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of those people, when I am trying to lock in on the melody and my lyrics and make sure it's what I want, I need to perform it. Okay. Whether it's me recording it as a voice memo or me getting on live, because I just like playing for people. Yeah. I posted it and people were commenting yo, we need this. And I was just sad. I was sad. I'm still kind of not, I'll keep on with the story. But then money hit me yeah, you probably need to lay that one down. So went in the studio, laid it down. All over the course of a week, mixed, mastered, outdone. And I love the song because I really mean it, and I haven't put out any music. I feel I haven't put out anything in a long time. Mm-hmm. And I listen to artists that I love and admire and listen to and watch documentaries and stuff. And I'm just like, I want to, you know, be better and perfect. And I feel like Burn was like my first way to like show my growth to myself since my last body of work. And I meant that shit. And I don't know, I listened to it, I'm still very upset. Like things haven't changed. Not that I made the song with hopes that things will just turn around, but like, it's interesting.
Every day is something. Every day.
It's interesting. And that's how I feel. Burn it down. Just burn it all down. Like all of it needs to just start from scratch. Burn it down.
For real. And it's good to hear like that was one of your favorites because it was your truth, is how you felt. And I know you mentioned before, I've seen in interviews mentioning like your music, it's usually like prompted by how you're feeling in that moment. So can you talk about when you came up with Needs, like the lyrics and everything? And then I want to get into the video because I'm very like, I want to just talk about that experience for you. But for Needs, where were you at? Like, how did that come about?
I was living in LA.
Okay.
And I was kind of hanging out with this guy. He wasn't getting the trash. Playing stupid. And he had played something for me, and it sounded really similar to what I had made for Needs. And I was like, yo, do you still have the stems? Like, let me get it. I don't have it.
Okay.
All right. So I just made it off of what I remembered, and that was just what came out. Like, it's just what I felt. And then at the end, I was being funny.
Yes.
But that's who I am. I'm funny, but I meant it. Like, that's who I am in a nutshell. Like,
I love it.
It's just like that. Da.
When I was watching the video, I did not expect it. And then you said, I literally started laughing. I feel like everybody probably did. No, because it was real. Like, that's why I was like, I wanted to talk about this video and then the song as well. And I don't know, for me, I feel like even going back to your like YouTube, when I was going through your old like covers, right? You always at the end like said something or did something that I feel like is your twist. That's why I was like the AV twist. Like, but I think it's very real. It shows your character, which I love, and I'm pretty sure like people love you. You have a style. It's great. So keep doing that, because for me, I was watching the video, I was already into the song, I'm rocking, and then that came about. So and it's cool to hear. I'm glad you like mentioned like it was from an experience with the dude. But how was jumping into like recording the video, filming the music video? How was that? And why were you uncomfortable? Can you talk about that?
That was my first video. I shot Needs and Anymore in the same weekend.
Okay.
Needs was the first one. It was just a lot of coordination. It was in New York, so we kind of got there, and I felt like we got out the car and went straight to shooting. So it was just like my first experience. It was just like a lot to do quickly, but I like to adapt. So it was just like, all right, let's just keep moving. You know, my team around me is kind of getting a little antsy, but I was like, look, I gotta keep myself calm.
Yeah.
And also, I like being sexy or getting sexy in clothes or performing, but actual sexy.
Yeah,
something I don't.
With everyone just like looking like a camera, people around.
This might sound bad. I don't really care about people looking. I really don't. I really don't. I don't know why. I just don't.
What do you think it is for you? Just like.
But it's me like being comfortable with myself. Like I don't even do it alone. You know, like even like when I'm sexy, it's still got that dab of awkward in it, but I wanted the video to be sexy. When I picked the songs I want to do visuals for, I was like, I want to do Needs because I want to show a sexy side, even if it doesn't exist. So, and I don't mind, and I like pushing myself. I like making people a little uncomfortable. I like making myself uncomfortable. So I was in the store and I saw that outfit with the glitter pants. I was like, oh yeah.
I gotta do. I need that.
What am I gonna do with it? I don't know. It was just like, Alex, just push through. You're not about to look crazy. You better figure it the fuck out because the camera's rolling. Like that's how it felt for me. So it's like, all right, fine.
Hello, I'm here. Yes.
I might bust out laughing. I might randomly give a little sexy. And that's what it gave. And I like that. It's making me comfortable with myself because when I first got the cut, I was like, I don't like it. I look really awkward. I look really uncomfortable. Really? But that's okay because it's like I'm still bomb and you are awkward and uncomfortable. But you said what you said.
Literally, and that's why I think actually it's really cool to hear this, because I don't get awkwardness from it at all. Like, I would not have known, like, who knows what, but I would not have known you feel uncomfortable. Like,
I was so awkward. Shout out to Annie Bursey. She was definitely helping direct me and just tell me like where to go. Like, here, put your hand right here. This will make you feel less uncomfortable.
Okay, good. And yeah, that's a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, shout out to women behind the lens. I'm always like that. Okay, and then how'd you feel? Because honestly, I was just scrolling through YouTube, going through everything. How was Gotta Have It recording? Because I really like that video too.
It's so funny. I made that song once again randomly. And this is also 2017.
Okay.
And the person that I was working with at the time, he's like, yo, if someone reached out, they want to do video. It was just pretty natural, low budget. It just happened.
Wow. I wouldn't even know that, but I like the style of it. Like, I like the text bubbles popping up. Like, I don't know. It was just very chill. I like your music videos. We need more. I need more.
Trust me, more are coming. I'm just trying to line all my ducks up. Is that line my chips in a duck?
Line up my ducks in a row.
Line my ducks. So what's the chips? No chips?
I don't know the chips. I don't know the chips part.
No chips.
And yeah, you want to plan stuff out, get organized, and be intentional. So I'm
definitely working on lots of different things right now, and it's just a matter of like how are we gonna put them out, and we'll put them out right, and just polishing it and just making it the best that it could be, because that's what I want to give.
Yes,
I'm so excited.
Well, and I want to wrap up with, is there anything you can tell us that we can expect, whether it's in months, in a year? Like, can we expect like a full, you mentioned a project, but is this, it's going to be an album? What can you tell us like that we can expect?
I am working on something very cool, very special. I've been really, for the first 6 months of the year, I was very dry, but this month, the first 5 months, I was really dry. I felt like I was in a creative block, just a human block. And this month, I feel like I just bursted with creativity. I've been making so much music, and it's so good. Like all the components and elements that have been contributing to these products are just crazy. I cannot wait to put it out. I can't wait to hear it. I haven't even heard it.
So you're just sitting there like waiting.
I'll create, and I'm like, can I hear it back? They be like, just go. Come back tomorrow. But it's okay, because it just makes me just focus on the next day and the next day, and the next day. And I just can't wait to put this product out. I'm just ready to pop out. I'm trying to get out the hood, bruh.
I feel that. Where are you at in the DMV?
I'm in PG County. I'm in Maryland. I'm a Cap Heights shorty.
Thank you for being on here. Before you go, I always make everyone like take a quick iPhone picture with me. So just exactly. I'm just snapping.